One thing we do really well in Central Florida is flea markets because the weather is so good year round. A lot of the flea markets, and there are a lot in my area, are open all year round. So today is Sunday, and believe it or not, I'm at the Webster Swaporama Flea Market, and Sunday's not their big day. Monday is, which I find so entertaining. But it's always nice to come out on a Sunday because it's not nearly as crowded, and I enjoy it. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Kimberly. This is Studio Kimberly, where I curate vintage, fine art, and collectibles. I hope you'll consider subscribing while you're here and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Most everything that I find today will be available in my online shop at StudioKimberly.com. And with that, let's go see what treasures we can find today. Looks like ceramic, but this is metal. I think I just heard him say that everything at this table is $1. Here's a fairly large storage basket for $1, which is a good value. This is a neat little decorative piece. It says giving on the bottom. Looks to be very vintage. Native American theme. I don't like that. It's carved wood. It's a little rough condition, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. This guy, isn't he funny? This is ceramic. Oh my gosh, I just think he's a hoot. He's a crusty pirate. That would be fun in a very eclectic home. Great little find for $1. This is an interesting piece, and it's probably easy to overlook something like this. This is brass, and you can see it's articulating there at the bottom, so it can be larger or smaller. And this is a great riser. So if you had a pot or a pitcher or something you wanted to highlight or raise up, you could put it in this. I actually kind of like that. It's very handy and it's easy to overlook this, but when you do utilize it, it's actually pretty cool. Look at this. This is a piece of handwork. This is an original painting by Ellen O'Leary in 1982. I'd imagine that was her cat. Just love finding original artwork like this. So fun. This is a nice little brass basket. Just very light, very useful. I think it's pretty cute. For $1, that's probably a good value. I'm not going to pick it up, but I think it's a great buy for someone else today. I hope they find it. These really neat antique toys. Just done a great job of collecting. It's not my niche, but I sure can appreciate it. Look at this. Look at that old canister. That's $2. These are some memories from childhood. Look at the hard plastic planes. Remember those? I think my brothers played with those. So cute. This is neat. Dragon dominoes. Boy, that's an old set. Isn't that nice? That's $10. Very cool. It's a great little brass. Small little picture. $20. And then this hand-carved wood basket. It's very neat. That's $55. But boy, that's a nice piece of wood. Make sure that you stay to the end and I'll do a full haul of everything I picked up today. So here's some large ceramic pieces. Boy, this one's huge. Some cute little bird. Oh, these are composite or wood. I thought they were ceramic. Those are pretty cute. Oh, look. Bookends. This is, who was this? This is Jeremy Bills, June 23, 1986. He lost his bookends. Oh, and here's a couple of golf club bookends. Aren't these fun? Looks like a brass golf club on wood. Those are pretty cute, particularly, obviously, if you're a golfer. Here's another interesting set of bookends. I'm not sure what the theme is, but they're very, very heavy and quite large. They're taller than my hand, probably half again as tall as my hand. Lots of decor items here. Hi, how are you? Good, thank you. I actually picked up a couple of things from her last time I was here. So these are carved wood, and there's 2 of them. I suppose they could be used as bookends. They're interesting. I thought this green plate was pretty cool, vintage. This was here last time. That's so classic 50s. It's got a mark on it, but it's pretty subtle, and I can't read it. It's a neat plate. It's just really super heavy and large, so I think it would be difficult for me to manage shipping. All right, is this an egg tray for deviled eggs? I wonder about that. That's kind of cute. That's very vintage as well. Oh, look at these. These are elephant bookends, carved wood. Those cool. Those are good. That's a very distinctive bookend. Those would look great styled with some other, mixed materials, ceramic and metals. Those are nice. Some deeks or ducks, decor items. This is a pretty plate. This is hand painted with gold accents. Isn't that pretty? Oh, and look, they have a little decorative element on the back. I really like that. Again, gorgeous plate, really heavy and really big. But I hope someone here picks it up because that's a really pretty piece. Oh, and look, this one is doable. Look at that. That's hand painted with gold trim. Very vintage. Oh, it's from Italy. That's a neat piece. A little bit of wear around the edges, but I don't think it detracts from the piece. I think that's really pretty. Here's some sculptural pieces. Oh my goodness. That weighs 1,000,001 pounds. Looks like ceramic. And of course, this one is very heavy too. It's big, but it is quite cool. And right behind it, remember these old lawn chairs? I don't think you can find them hardly anymore. These are classics. I wish someone would bring those back. Neat set of gold accented spoons. I think these are for like miso soup. And isn't that little dish adorable? That'd be a great ring dish. And then this one kind of goes with the spoons a little bit. Dragon. Those are all nice little pieces. These are really sweet Christmas pieces. Very vintage. At least it looks like it. Oh, you know what? These are new and they're just made to look old. So it's Temptations Old World. But nevertheless, pretty darn cute for Christmas. And it has a matching smaller bowl here. I like the pattern on it. It's not like over in your face Christmas, but very nice color pattern. This is absolutely something that you rarely see. Does anyone know what that is? See if you can guess, and then I'll tell you. This is a cigarette box. So you would keep your cigarettes in here, and then the ashtray would be over here. So this was your little cigarette setup. Isn't that fun? This is carved wood. It really is beautiful. They have a little bit of information about it right here. Vintage Sirocco wood cigarette box. So they're asking $23. I don't know what the market is, so I don't know if that's a good value. But isn't that a neat piece? Okay, I have a total crush on these. You guys are gonna laugh. These are crocheted pillows from the 70s. Aren't these just the best? Oh my gosh, and whoever crocheted these did a really good job. I know, because I crochet. This was a project. So there's two of them. She's asking $35. They are a pair of 1970s homemade crochet pillows. I love those. Those are very, very cool. Here's a paisley ceramic bowl. Ooh, I love that. That is beautiful. And look at the black. It's gold, like a brushed gold. Awesome paisley bowl. So it's $12. This gal has some really nice things in her booth. Oh, look at this. This is a napkin holder. Isn't that cool? So she wants $15 for it. Let me see what information she has. Vintage brass. Oh, it's a letter or napkin holder. Oh, I love that. Very cool. And look up here. That is, that's cross stitch, isn't it? Matador and a bowl. That's quite the piece. It's big. It's like, oh, I'd say it's 18 by 24. She has some vintage linen items here. This is like a patchwork hot pad. Remember hot pads? She's asking $5.50 on that. I think that's so sweet. I love this older handwork. I hope we get back to this at some point. I just think it's wonderful to have all that great energy in an item that you use every day. So she has some really nice things in her booth. I could probably shop in here all day long. Look at this collection. So this is a vintage Narco orange spice fruit teapot with 4 mugs. Look at these mugs. So I think the mugs are separate. The mugs are $22 for a set of 4. Aren't those fabulous? Oh my goodness. And down here, it looks like the cookie jar to go with your tea. So tea and cookies, $34 on the cookie jar. This is a set, very vintage china. So white, warranted 22 karat gold, Lido.
7 pieces to the set is listed there in the front.
So he's saying there's 37 pieces to the set.
20 trimmed in 22 karat.
I know, for $200, that's a bargain. This is beautiful.
Piece there.
Look at these guys in their uniforms. I'm thinking this has something to do with a fireplace.
George Washington Airlines.
Here's a nice wood sculpted piece. Isn't that pretty? It's really well done. And the neat thing is it's not super heavy, but it is solid wood. Very nice. It has a very sculptural collection here. Here's some old movie posters. Certainly bring back memories. And then look at this tray. Vintage tray.
Hershey tray is only $4.
So I think this would clean up. It looks like it has some staining on it. But boy, those colors are terrific. He says it's $4 for that tray. Here's some vintage thermoses. Reminds me of my grandfather. He went to work every day of his life with a thermos of coffee. And then we have old bottles. Here's a fun fact. My grandfather worked in construction, and he would bring home old bottles that were excavated, I could talk, as a result of construction. And so my grandmother had this enormous antique bottle collection. It was pretty wonderful. Here's old tobacco tins, Prince Albert, Rimp Cut. Those are great. Collector's pieces. Oh, and look, Pat's blue ribbon. Here's something interesting. A rolling pin that's been carved. I have not seen that before. And then here's another one with the same kind of carving on it. Oh, upside down. There you go. Isn't that interesting? So here's a collection of jewelry. And most of this, when you find it at a swap meet, is going to be costume jewelry. But every now and again, I'll find a little something that's kind of worthwhile. It's a neat belt buckle. And then here's more costume.
It's more of a novelty.
Oh, he has the nicer pieces in the cases.
It's just costume, man. That's really it's like $3. It's just costume. Most of these rings are costume.
Okay, I really like both these pieces. Look at this door knocker. Watch. And then they kiss. Isn't that cool? This is brass. And it has, you know, the place for you to hang it. I don't know, you guys. I think that is so cool.
It's 20.
I think that would be fun just to put it like up on the wall, not necessarily a door knocker. And then this plate here, I think is nice. This looks like it's copper with that finish on it. I just like that imagery, that illustration.
This is different. So it's sterling. Yeah, I guarantee it's sterling. So it's all hand done. Off that.
This is a neat ashtray. I have kind of a heart for these vintage ashtrays. So I guess this was made in China. That was a long time ago. It's an old piece. Look at these antique toys. Oh, I love these. See, I think something like that would look wonderful styled on a tabletop. It's just so interesting and such a piece of nostalgia. And then right next to that, this is a tin airplane. Oh, I love these. Here's something I haven't seen before. It's a brass mousetrap. I wonder if it really works. Kind of a cute little novelty item. Very fun. Look at how fun these are. These are wood, carved and painted. They're wall hangings, and there's 2 of them. Aren't those fun? Look at this, praying hands. And then you open it up, and it's a mirror. I like that. That's pretty cool. I don't think that's brass. It's a little too shiny. It's like a gold-toned metal. And they have a tiny little pillbox here with mother of pearl. That's definitely brass. I like that too. These little pill cases. This one is brass. I just love these. And then this little one here.
I owe you $1, ma'am.
Oh, okay. And then here's one with violets on it. Isn't that cute? Oh, you know, this is a matchbox. So it held matches. That's very cute.
So today was itty bitty day.
almost everything I picked up is itty bitty, except for the first piece that I got. This is a brass articulating stand, and let me show you. So it gets larger or smaller, and these are so easy to overlook, but they're so handy. Once you have one, you'll use it for so many different things because they add height. So you can put like a ceramic vase in here with some flowers, or you could put a sculpture in it. You could put in a stack of books on here. They're so versatile, and this one is brass, and it's actually very, very cool. And I love the fact that you can change the size on this one. So very cool brass find. The other thing that's not exactly itty bitty is this etched brass vase. There's a little bit of paint on it, but because it's so vintage, it's pretty worn out. But I like the shape a lot. I like these because they add height to a display, and you can put like twigs, long twigs, or branches in here, and it really makes a nice statement. So brass piece, I don't think I'm going to polish this up because I like the way it looks as is. It has a nice little patina on it. So cool brass vase. And then I did get this little sailboat. Look at this. Isn't that cute? This is brass. I might shine this one up a little bit because it's pretty dark as it is. I just thought that was cool. I think I paid $2 for it or something. Just a nice little accent piece when you're designing, you know, a tabletop or a little display. Liked that. And then I'm going to save the funniest one for last. I loved this. Look at this. This is just a small little brass makeup compact. Very, very vintage. And I'm going to go home and clean this up because I want to show you what's in the inside. It's really, really cool. This is a little makeup compact. Look at that. And it has a little puff in here, which is old. So I'm not going to keep the puff. And it also has this area here. Oh, the puff just fell out onto my lap. Let me see if I can get that open. Okay, so look. It has this in there too, a little mirror. I just think this is the neatest little thing. You can keep that in your purse with your pills in it, or, you know, just a little decorative item. I really did love that. So here's the rescued puff. That's pretty old. And then it has just a little latch closure right there. I'm going to clean this up, and I suspect it's going to look pretty darn interesting when it's all cleaned up. And then the last piece I got, I just couldn't leave this. It's a little brass mousetrap, but I don't think it's a real mousetrap. I think it's just a decorative item. Look at how cute. How cute is that? I just love that. I think that would be such an interesting conversation piece. I would put this on a coffee table on a stack of books. I think that would be so fun. All your friends would come at it when they came by. So that's my haul from the Sunday Webster Swaporama flea market. A lot of fun today. Thanks so much for joining me. If you had a good time, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Again, everything you see today is going to be up in my online shop at StudioKimberly.com. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next thrift adventure. Bye now.